Hello everyone, I hope that you're having a great start to your day. My name is Michael Atkins and I serve as Director of Schools for the Lawrence County School System. Many of you may have seen me at your school, in your hallway, cafeteria, talking to you or giving fist bumps. I enjoy being out in the school, spending time with teachers and students, and today I'm coming to you as a part of Read Across America Week. I would like to use this as an opportunity to read to our students in Lawrence County. We've picked a great book for you, one that has a good story, one that we can all understand, and one that we can apply to our lives. So sit back, enjoy, and have some fun. I may ask some questions during the reading. Feel free to shout those answers out if your teacher will let you, but do enjoy and have a good time.
As we read a very good book called The Smart Cookie by Jory John and Pete Oswald. The Smart Cookie. Greetings, I am a cookie. I live in a bakery on a street corner near a river. Come on in. So the bakery is telling us to come on in. Let's meet our food. Welcome to our little community. It's a warm and supportive place to spend some time. Pretty fantastic, eh? See all those people, all those cookies in the bakery? These days, life is sweet. You would find that in a bakery, sweet. But my journey wasn't always a cakewalk. When I was younger, I couldn't have imagined fitting in here. You can see the cookies on the outside of the bakery. For a long time, I didn't feel comfortable speaking up or sharing my ideas. I didn't feel like a smart cookie. I wanted to be a cookie who knew all the answers, a cookie who felt confident in a group, a cookie who said aha when solving a puzzle. Can you say aha like this? Aha! Looking back, I had some trouble in my early days. I went to school in a gingerbread house. A gingerbread house? I see a lot of gingerbread houses during the school year, especially around Christmas time. Our teacher, Miss Biscotti, was kind and patient. When I arrived each morning, she'd wave at me and smile. Does your teacher wave at you and smile? Does your principal wave at you and smile? But I didn't get the best grades. I never raised my hand because I couldn't think of the answers as fast as the others. And I was the last to finish most tests. That doesn't mean that you're not smart, that you don't know the answers. Some of us just need a little longer time. It wasn't because I didn't care, and it wasn't because I didn't try. Sometimes I get distracted and mess up like I did. I just got distracted and messed up. Even though I knew the material, those were the most frustrating moments of all. Once I misspelled the word dough. That was rough. Another time I added when I meant to subtract. I've done that. I bet you have too. Occasionally we have a lesson where I had absolutely no idea what was happening. I just couldn't keep up. Man, I've been there. I imagined that my desk was a raft and that I was completely lost at sea because that's what I felt like. I've been there too. At night, I slept in a cookie jar. I had about 6 dozen roommates. Look at all those roommates in the cookie jar. That's crowded in there. You got one saying, move. No, you move. No, you move. No, you move. No, you move. It's constant. Want somebody to move. It's just crowded. Have you ever been in a crowded situation? I stay awake and stare out my window and worry. And it went this way day after day after day. But then something happened that changed everything. Let's see what happened. It all started with a homework assignment. Has your teacher ever given you homework? I had a lot of homework growing up. Miss Biscotti requested our attention one afternoon. Tonight, I would like you to create something completely original. Ask your teacher to explain what original means to you today so you can understand it a little bit better. Something original, she announced. It can be anything you want. Wow, anything you want. And bring it to class tomorrow. That was it. There were no further instructions. Miss Biscotti winked at me as I gathered my belongings. Sounds like Miss Biscotti knows that you are smart. This cookie can do it. I felt like I had 1,000,000 butterflies in my stomach. 1,000,000 butterflies, that's a lot. Ask your teacher to talk to you about what butterflies in the stomach mean. Create anything, something original, and it's due tomorrow. Oh, uh-oh. Then I had that feeling again. You can see that feeling. I've been there too. I bet you have. When I got home, I immediately went to work. At first, I tried a cooking project. The results were half-baked. Next, I tried to hammer and nail something. It splintered immediately. There it was with the hammer, birdhouse. Then I tried making a sculpture. It was a complete bust. I wondered if I was about to fail yet another assignment. I was stuck. All of that excitement now to stuck and not feeling good. I stared out the window and watched the rain hit the river. There was something mesmerizing. That's a big word, mesmerizing. Ask your teacher to talk to you and explain mesmerizing and see if you can use it in a sentence sometime today. It was mesmerizing about the water, how it moved in such a chaotic way, swirling around and around, yet ultimately figuring out exactly where it needed to go. Aha! There's that word again, aha! Suddenly I had an idea. I decided to write something original, a poem. You know what a poem is? If you don't, have your teacher read one to you today and tell you about a poem. You might be able to write a poem by the end of the day. I came up with a title based on how I've been feeling on crummy days. After that, the rest of it seemed to fall in place. I wrote and I wrote. I lost track of time. Have you ever lost track of time doing something? An hour went by in a flash, a whole hour. And there's that word again. Aha, I said when I finished. Look at the excitement. I couldn't sleep that night, but it wasn't because I was worried. It was because I was excited. I felt like I had really accomplished something. I felt smart. Have you ever felt smart after you've accomplished something? The following day, Miss McCarty asked for volunteers to share what we'd created. One kid showed off his original frosting art. Can you see that? Frosting art. Another kid revealed her sprinkle distribution machine. The sprinkle machine. Have you ever had sprinkles on a donut, a cookie, a cupcake? It was neat seeing how everyone was good at such different things. Everyone's good at such different things. Think about that. We all have our own talents. We're all good at something. We just have to find those. Finally, Miss Biscotti turned to me. Would you like to share anything? She asked. Gulp. I gulped. I thought, I probably will crumble under the pressure. See, pressure, teacher. But remember, the teacher winked at it. Said, you can do it. But I made my way to the front of the classroom. I noticed my hands were shaking. Your hands ever shook? Oh, nervous. My mouth went dry. Need some water. This poem is called My Crummy Days. I said, my voice cracking, and then I read it aloud. As I spoke, I noticed some kids nodding at certain lines. Other kids laughed at parts that were supposed to be funny. Have you ever made somebody laugh? As I built towards the finale, I felt myself becoming more confident and animated. Two big words there, confident and animated. Ask your teacher to explain those words to you as well. And in the end, everybody clapped and cheered. I promise you this, I'll never ever forget it. Nervous, gulp, now excited and remembering and felt so good about it. Miss Biscotti was beaming. No one but you could have written that poem, she said. It was completely an original. Aha! I had done it. I created something and I shared it with the world. Well, my world at least. Your classroom, your school is your world too. The rest of the day was a blur. By recess, I was already planning my next poem. I would call it My Sweet Morning. Aha! I thought when I came up with the title. Later that afternoon, Miss Biscotti handed me a note. It said that I should keep on writing no matter what. That meant so much to me. It found talent, what he was good at, she was good at. School was a bit different after that. I wasn't so scared to raise my hand or ask a question or share my work. Sure, some things still don't come as easily for me as they do for others. But now I know that you can be smart in many different ways. We're all smart in our own unique way. We all have talents. The cookie, this smart cookie, figured their talent out, and that's writing. You don't have to have the answers to every question or suddenly be great at everything at all at once. You just need a chance to try all kinds of things to find out who you are and what you like to do. As for me, I learned that I can write and that I can think up great ideas, and I found plenty of other things that I'm good at too. I no longer feel lost at sea. It's more like floating down a river. And the best part is, there's always more to learn.
Because we're all smart cookies. Do you feel like a smart cookie? Do you feel like you're good at certain things? We all have those talents. We just have to find them. And don't forget, you're a smart cookie.
Visit readingresources.mybrightsites.com to learn how to get free at-home reading books and resources for K-2 Tennessee families.